The great Joe Buck is with us. How are you, Joe?
I'm great, I guess. I didn't realize until you just said that. So it's good to be great. It's good to be here. It's good to be in Tahoe.
Right.
It is, yesterday, as you know, was a little breezy. Today it might be a little bit hotter, but as somebody from St. Louis where it's 194 degrees right now, this is awesome.
Joe, when are you going to give yourself that you're great? You're great. You're one of the greatest. You're an all-time great.
I have lived with imposter syndrome since I was 21.
Really?
It will never go away. I'm 56. I am my dad's kid. There's no reason for me to be doing anything publicly or with a microphone in front of my face other than the fact that my dad was my dad. So let's just get that out there.
Right.
And we can all just go to the next topic. I will never think that. The world is too mean to let you think that, by the way.
Right.
If you ever get on Twitter or X or whatever we call it, or Instagram or TikTok. So I'll just...
Stay out of the mentions, Joe. Who the fuck? You're Joe fucking Buck. Who cares what a stranger has to say about you?
No, I'm not saying it ruins my day anymore, but it's kind of death by a thousand cuts. You know?
You could just not read them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I don't. I really don't.
Okay.
I think or if I do a game, what I like to do is tweet something or... what do we even say? X something?
Yeah, X something.
And then just kind of wipe away all the mentions that are there, and I just go to the top, and it's like those people never existed. So it's pretty nice, actually.
A team loses in the MLB postseason, and then they just kind of take it all out on you.
They take it all out on me. I just happily told them that their favorite team lost the biggest game of the year, and I yelled and screamed and did it that way.
Sounded like you were cheering for them.
It sounded like I was cheering for them. In their mind, I'm the enemy. So.
I think you should start cheering for teams. Like, why not?
I know, but where do I draw the lines? How do I mean, St. Louis, I don't do hockey and I don't do baseball, so they don't have football. I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when you do like local games, you say the word we. When you do the national stuff, we means you and Troy, or me and Smoltz, or that's the only we. But whatever. We're wasting a lot of time on nothing right now.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, that's what I do, Joe.
Yeah. Made a nice career out of that.
I really have.
Congratulations.
You missed last year's Lake Tahoe tournament.
Yes.
And you were upset about it. It bothered you that you couldn't be here last year, and you were worried about not being here would mean that you wouldn't get the invitation back, but yet
Completely.
You're back. Yes.
Well, but I started texting other people that I knew were like on the A list. To see if they had gotten their invites.
The locks, you're saying?
Yeah, the locks. Right. Your Colin Josts, your Michael Perez, your, whoever. And I was like, hey, did you get your invite this year? And they're like, oh, yeah, I got it 2 months ago. I'm like, I'm out. So then I start working it, and I get John Miller. I'm like, look, I know I missed last year, but I destroyed my wife's ankle with a golf ball. It was a good reason to miss. You can't do that. And I go, okay, have fun in your cast. I'm going to leave now after destroying your ankle with a hit golf ball, which is exactly what happened.
Did you yell for?
No, there was no time. She was at the end of it's not like she was down the fairway. I don't think people realize she was from me. This won't make any sense if you're listening to this, but she was 15 yards from me.
Okay.
And front left in the tee box. She's doing a headstand just for good luck. See how that panned out.
Yes.
And then just as I hit, she did the splits because she can.
Right.
And I wasn't even paying any attention to her, and it was a left to right, and I smashed the golf ball, and it smashed right into her ankle. And then I had to carry her. We were in an ER in Mexico, and it's been a whole ordeal, and she still has nerve damage from that.
Wow.
So anyway, long story, I had to kind of tap out on the Monday before the event, and I thought, well, that's it. I'm barely getting in this thing anyway, and now that I've put them in a bind, I'll never get to go back, and thankfully here I am.
Can you imagine dropping your wife at the ER and going to Tahoe for the weekend?
Well, people are like, well, walk me through it. I'm like, first of all, I parred the hole. But yeah, no, everybody's like, my God, what an amazing shot. I'm like, You think I was aiming for her? It would be an amazing shot if I was aiming for her ankle, but
Yes.
it was actually awful.
Yep.
So anyway, I'm back. It's nice. It's good to be here, and here we are.
You are back. I saw you on the range the other day, and you were killing the ball. And so what I did is I put a flyer on you. No pressure, but I put a flyer on Joe Buck to win this fucking thing.
Let
Let's
me
go.
tell you, whatever you spent, I have a pocket full of cash. I'll just give it right back to you.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
I would never do
You're
that.
a terrible bookie.
My friends at home are like, "Man, you're 350 to 1. How much should I put on you?" I'm like, "I'm 350 to 1. There's a reason."
Put nothing on me. Right.
Shop in the fish aisle,
Yes.
in the Romo department, and Smoltz and Del Negro. I could play the 3 greatest days of my life and maybe crack the top 25.
Right.
That's how I feel.
We had Gary Sheffield on yesterday. He was great. Taylor put him as a first ballot batting stance Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Who else would you put there? Like first ballot batting stance Hall of Fame. Julio
Will
Franco.
Clark.
Will Clark's a great one. Yes.
Will Clark just
Yes.
with that like scowl and pulling his front sleeve up.
Right.
And he just looked mad all the time, which he was.
Yes.
Julio Franco. Yeah, I
That's
think
a good one,
anybody that has the ability to wave the bat around like that.
Yes.
I actually, it's funny you even mentioned Sheffield because he drove past us yesterday as we were teeing off, and I was like, I don't think the guys who I was playing with knew who he was. And I said, you remember the guy who stood like this with his wrists and the end of the bat, not the knob, pointing at the pitcher over and over again, and then he was able to get back around.
Yeah.
And
He's
I've
also
stood in there against real pitching.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine ticking it, let alone messing with a bat like that and making contact.
Next time, tell him that's the coolest guy here. I mean,
Yeah, I know. He is.
He really is.
He's pretty damn cool. He had a great career. He's a great guy.
Yes.
So it was good to see him. I haven't seen him in forever.
I didn't realize I actually did some research today, and I found out that you're a St. Louis Blues season ticket holder. I did not realize Joe Buck was such a big hockey fan.
Yeah, it's kind of my dad was the first voice of the Blues back in the 60s, and they just popped up as a team, and the head of KMOX Radio, Bob Hyland, said to my dad, you do everything for us. Can you do hockey? He's like, I'll give it a shot. And he did 2 years of it, I believe, and made the joke that he knew nothing about it, so he would pick one guy every game. And it was just radio.
Sure.
So he'd pick one guy every game, and that guy, that game, was going to have the greatest game of his life because he was going to touch the puck, even when he was on the bench. And he just kind of fumbled his way through it, but fell in love with the team and the sport. And so when I was a kid, that was kind of our time to root on the couch. And then, as we just talked about at the top of this, having a team where I can actually publicly high-five people when they score a goal.
Feels good, huh?
It's kind of nice. It feels good, and I get it. And when they won the Cup, when they won the Stanley Cup in 2019, I'm very good friends with Kenny Albert, and I have all the respect in the world for Doc Emmerich. But I wanted my guys that I spent all year and years with, John Kelly and Darren Pang, to call the biggest games that I was watching, which were the Stanley Game 7 at Boston.
Yeah.
So I get it, it's all that stuff's good to kind of give you a reminder that people's emotions are high, and that's a good thing for what all of us do.
Yes.
I know you're incredibly busy, but can I suggest a podcast for you for talking hockey? Buck Knows Puck.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, that's nice.
I like it.
I just don't. I know Buck
like it.
knows St. Louis Puck.
Right.
Okay.
So we've got like this weird little group of, John Hamm. Now I guess Nikki Glazer is sending out who the Blues picked in the first round as she did at the draft. I see Brett Hull a lot. We talk Blues hockey, but if you're going to ask me who the third-line center for the Capitals is, I have absolutely no idea.
That would be a very limited podcast.
Yeah, that would be.
Right.
The title doesn't roll off quite as nice either.
No,
Buck Knows St. Louis Puck.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah,
Joe.
what the fuck, Buck knows puck.
Yeah,
Now we're
okay.
getting somewhere.
Yeah.
70-30 our way.
Okay.
You included me. Thank you. That's very kind.
Very good. I like it.
I thought what you said about local broadcasts as you get deeper into the playoffs is super interesting and fascinating because We're down in South Florida. Panthers have won back-to-back Stanley Cups, and all the fans want to hear is from Steve Goldstein and Randy Moeller, and not Kenny Albert. And I love Kenny as well, who's in our studios a couple of weeks ago.
He's fantastic at everything.
He's amazing, but you do want to hear those local guys call the biggest games.
It hits your ear right.
Yes.
It hits it makes you comforted, and it makes you comforted to think that the people on air are actually rooting along with you, as opposed to the people on air actually don't care who wins. I think I've only been guilty, and we can get awful announcing to pick this part off right now. I think I've only been guilty of rooting for more games. That's the only thing I've ever rooted for, because I remember my first World Series at Yankee Stadium, walking out after Game 2. The Braves won the first 2 games on the road at Yankee Stadium, and Ed Gorin, our boss at Fox, is chain smoking, and I walk into the truck compound. He's like, "We're dead. It's going to be a 4-game sweep. We're dead. We need more games. We need more than 4 games." Like, I'll do my best, Ed. I'll lie. I'll get the score wrong. But that kind of creeps into your mind. Like, the network's going to take it on the chin if they don't get at least 6 games. And so when you're faced with a 4-game sweep, it's like, man, it's so much buildup to just a dud.
Yeah.
And so that would be the only thing that, I think ever creeps into your mind.
Interesting, man.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. We're going to finish off here with a game of Buck Yeah or Buck No.
I was up all night preparing for this.
Man, you are.
Well, we know you need to get to the range. You got to practice. 350 to 1. I mean, we know.
It's a bad day in first grade when the rest of your classmates realize your last name rhymes with the word fuck.
My last name is Wiener, Joe.
Okay, fair enough. There's the podcast name.
All right, go ahead, Taylor. Get him out of here.
The person who tries to give you golf lessons even though he's worse than you. Buck yeah or buck no?
Buck yeah.
You like that?
No, meaning, does it happen? Okay, do I like it? You got to tell me what we're doing.
Buck yeah means, buck yeah means you're good with that guy. Buck no means you want to punch that guy in the face.
Like, shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, get away from me. I already got enough voices in my head. Go make your 6. Yeah.
A shoes off policy if you're throwing a party at your house. Buck yeah or buck no?
Oh, buck no. Wear your shoes. I don't want to look at anybody's feet.
Exactly. Go ahead, Taylor.
The tricked out golf cart. Buck yeah or buck no?
Define tricked out. Like rims and
big tires, rims, music blaring out, speakers.
I mean, I'm not against music on the golf course. I'm not a traditionalist, which is probably why the USGA and I never really saw eye to eye when I did their events. But yeah, I'll go buck, a mild buck no.
Taking a mulligan without telling anybody. Buck yeah or buck no?
Buck yeah. Stand back and I'm going to hit another. I don't care if you like it or not.
And sometimes you're in the woods, you're like trying to look for the ball. You're like, oh, you have one in your pocket. And you're like, found it.
Oh, here it is.
No. I wouldn't do that.
Me neither.
I think, but yeah, the mulligan or today. I'm getting ready for tomorrow. I'm playing with, it's client golf today, so I'll roll down another one and hit it. I don't care.
Good. Buck yeah or buck no?
Oh, I'm buck yeah. I'm a shitty putter. It makes me sick how bad I am and unathletic I feel. So yeah, good. I leave skid marks getting off the green.
But if you're inside a foot and the other guy is 5 feet away and he says good.
No, but a foot is a good cutoff. Okay. 2 feet, I may take it.
Okay. You got more, Taylor, for him?
I
have peeing in the pool. Buck yeah or buck no?
I mean, are we all going to be honest?
I'm being honest. I prefer the pool.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot less fuss and muss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shower, buck yeah, buck no.
My dad used to say, and it was a word that you probably can't use in today's lexicon, but he said the definition of is somebody who gets out of the shower to pee. I'll just leave it at that.
Buck yeah. Joe, thank you. Yeah. We'll leave on that note.
All right, good.
Thank you, buddy.
Fun. Thanks.
We're glad you're back, man.
All right.